We're doing page 161, block 12. That's this one over here on the left. So let's get started with that. I'm going to do the overall box of the shape and I think I'm going to do it for just this middle section of the block. And then I'll add this little piece after, and I'll add the top piece after, because it gets too confusing if I try to do it with everything at once. So that is 70 plus this 20, so that's 90 by 30. That'll be the complete block. 90 by 40, this 30 plus this 10 here. So it'll be 40 by 90, that'll be that full block. Then I'll cut out this piece, cut out the triangle here, add on this block, and add on this block. Not necessarily in that order, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so let's get started with that. Step 1, obviously, construction line layer, and I need my little isometric grid thing. I don't know what it's technically called, but that's what the name I like to use. And you can see that's not centered, so I want to make sure, grab this middle pick box and grab it to the vertical. Alright, so it's centered on the vertical. That's where I like it to be. Then from here, I need my 30-degree angle, so I'm going to go at 110, less than 30, so it gets 30 degrees. And I'm going to move it down to there. Then I just mirror that line. Anyway, along this vertical line, here's my mirror. Erase over subject, no. Okay, but that didn't go to the end properly, so I gotta pick them here and take them down to there. Right, so they're all on a 1 point. Good. So that's there. Then I'm gonna go to my circle vertical, and my overall height for just that center section of the block is 20. Zoom in here, make sure I get this in the middle. 20. And I'm going to copy this line and this line immediately from that center point up to 20 to that point. Alright? Good. To the left, we go 40, we discussed. So I'm going to go circle left. Yeah. Click in there again, the center. I'm going to say 40. And I'm going to copy, well, this vertical is very tall, isn't it? Let's shorten it. Maybe there. So I'm going to copy this vertical line from on the line. Always make sure to click on the line every time so you get it where you want it to be. No guesswork. And now I could shorten these two long lines. I just need to use stretch. Highlight both of them. And click on the one line and click on the same line down there. Good. On the next side, we said we're going to go 90. So circle right from the center point, 90, and let's put the 20 one time, 20. We already had 20 for the height, but anyway, copy my vertical line from on the line to on the 20 and on the 90. Alright, good. So copy my right 30-degree line from that center point all the way over to here. I'm going to copy this one from that point back to 20 and back to the 90. Alright, so, and then we need to cut out the section in here, which is 10 wide and 50 deep. So we're ready on circles right, so let's just do that 50 one time. Alright, copy this vertical line from here to here. That 50 comes from 20 and 30 here. So we're going to go back 50 and go in 10. Okay, so that's my 50. And we want to go across 10. I'm going to put a circle here. Oops. Let's put a circle left. Where is it? Circle going left. Circle. Okay. 10. Then I'm going to copy the vertical to the 10. That's good. Copy this line from here across to there. And then I'm going to copy this line. I can shorten. No, I can't shorten this one. I'm going to copy it from here to here. Oops, that did not go on properly. Rushed, so I'm going to move it again. Still didn't get it properly. Good, perfect, 1 point. All right, now this line I can shorten. Good, and I have to copy that line, you guessed it, from that point down to this point. Copy this line from this point across to this point. And this line, I could use the other one, let's use this one. So it makes more sense from there down to there. And then that line I'll shorten because it doesn't need to be all the way out here. This one I'll keep long even though it stops here because there's another block that adds on here which uses that same line, so I'm going to leave it there. Alright, so to darken what we have so far that we know, we're going to go to construction line layer, object line. Sorry, we don't want to get confused with what we're drawing, so we know there's a line from here to here, come down all the way to the end here, across there, but from here we don't want to go up, we go at an angle to there, back across to here, is it there? Over there, very good. And we go from this point back to this point and out to this point. Down there and put in this line here as well. Good, so that's what we have for sure. Well, we also know this line doesn't get interrupted, so we can put that in as well. Alright, that's all the object lines that we have so far. Incomplete. Alright, so from here we need to put that little piece on the top, which comes down 30, up 10, and across 15. So, simple. We're going to go circle left. We're going to put a circle at this point, and we go across 15. So then we're going to copy this line from there to the 15. Alright, did I get that good? Yes. Alright, so that's 15 across. At those marks we have to go up. So we'll copy a small vertical to there and there. So I'm going to make sure they're accurate. Is that accurate? Yep. Alright, and the height is 10. So we're going to go to our vertical. And go here, and then we put 10. So we're going to copy this line up the height from the center at 10 up to the 10 to there. Alright, and then this line has to copy to that point and that point. This is the bottom line. The bottom of that, this is the side, this is the vertical edge that we can't see. So this line we won't see it, but we need to know where it is over here. Now we come down this line 30. So I'm going to draw a circle here. That's a circle right because the review line goes to the right. Here, 30. And I'm going to copy 1, 2, and 3 from that point. Oops. I'm going to copy 1, 2, 3, and 4. From the center there out the 30, which is to here. Looks very confusing, but if you take your time and go through it slowly, you'll understand what you're doing. So we know that this line goes across to here, comes up to here, comes down to 30, goes across 15, goes up 10, and this is that front surface. This is the side surface, the top surface. Oops, what happened here? I don't know why that moved. And then we know where to close this little gap here. Alright, so that part is done. Now we just add the little piece down here and we're finished. So that comes across 10 and down 10. So very simply, we can use any of our either vertical or right. So I'll just use my vertical. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say 10. And this line was long enough, so I'm good. And I'm going to copy, and I'm going to go for, do we have shorter lines that way? Not really. So I'll just copy this line from that point down the 10 to there. And I'm going to copy a vertical and take a shorter vertical. Click on the line and click on that 10. So that comes across 10 and that goes down 10. But then we also have to come back this direction. So I'm going to copy this short line here and put it there. Good. So now I go back to my object line layer. And go from this front mark all the way back to the 10, down the 10, across the 10, up, whoa, across the 10, and then all the way up to here. And then this little receding surface here. And that is the full drawing for block, what block was that? 12. And now I'm going to do a polyline, and I'm going to come from here to here and across to here, because I like to trim off the circles I don't need. Alright, I'll delete that piece, and I'll delete my polyline. So that looks a little bit neater. Maybe we can cut this off a little bit as well. No need for it to be that long sticking out, it just looks weird. Good, so there's that drawing. Dimensioning. Let's go to the dimensions layer. Dimension, not linear. Well, let's use linear, we'll do the heights. This is 10. We'll go continue. You guys know where to find the continue button. That's over 20. And then I want to do a linear again and give the overall 30. That goes there. We have another 10 here. We'll bring that out to that line because we have to put a 10 this way as well. Alright, anything else vertical? No. Alright, so then we'll go to dimension line. And we'll say, okay, I want this measurement. It's 15. I want this measurement, which is 10. Good. I want this measurement, which is 30. Good. And I want this measurement, which is 70. Now you see how the text, the line goes through the number. We'll click on that tick box there, and just bring it over a little bit. Also this one here, I don't want it going through the circle, so I can either move that across a little bit as well, or I can cut the circle a little bit more. So I choose that option. Trim that off and get rid of the line. Alright. Now for the bottom, the edge over here, we have this 30. There. We have, and we'll start from here. That's a 10. Continue. I won't go to this point because that'll be inaccurate. I'm on the bottom edge, so I'll stay on the bottom. I'm going to go to that construction line there. That's 30. And then I'm going to do my 10 in here. And then, can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Let me see, let's see if we can do this here. Continue button. I don't want to continue that one, so I right click and click on this one. So I continue this one to there, gives me my 30. And go down here, will give me a 20. Alright, that will work. Oops. So there's a finished drawing. Now I need to copy one of these things. Where they do them last? Over here. Wow. Copy this. Go over here. And this is block 12. Doesn't really fit in my circle. That's okay. I'll just make the circle a little bit bigger and move it over. Right, so that's block 12. Good. I'll do block 13 next and post that video separately. Thank you. And always remember to hit save, guys. Cool.